conference. They've been to the NCAA tournament each of the last 3 years. They are led by preseason player of the year, P.J. Henry.
Shooting 48% from the field on post-ups. Last year, 54. So he certainly has room to go up as a player, and even just some of those bunnies that we've seen him.
Texas Southern. And here comes Braden Smith, the second-year point guard. Gives out to Jones in the corner for three.
Kick it to your shooters, and Lance Jones right there, locked and loaded in the corner.
Smith coming off a season high, 18 points as he gets it down.
That just opens the gate right there for Edie to score the rock.
Smith stops, rolls it in, +1. Now check that. They counted it as a gold. Double on Henry, picked off by Smith. And on the putback attempt, Jones.
Be the thing that Purdue really has to clean up. It takes away your offensive rebounding, and with this team, the Boilermakers are built to just dominate. But he did a nice job containing the bounce of Cisse.
Inside it, and the big fella finishes. And the shots have not come easy or early in the shot clock for Texas Southern to start. Smith over the shoulder pass to Trey Kaufman. In the country in both KenPom defense and KenPom offense. Only team in the country who can say that right now. And the first buck. Trey Kaufman ran from downtown.
Ball out of P.J. Henry's hands.
With 3 seconds, Hunter make it Henry on the spinning fade over Purdue. Have you been surprised? Smith buries it from downtown.
Been impressed by their toughness. Yeah. I just think they won games in Hawaii by being equally as tough or tougher than those teams. And when you're talking about Marquette, it can be better. I still think that they can be better at containing the bounce at times.
Mason Gillis, 4 for 4 from downtown on the board.
Coaches talk about that. They are terrified of going to Maui because that first game back, it can be a struggle, but that's not been the case here.
Henry knocks it in on a catch and shoot.
No, I mean, it changes the way you can guard. It changes the aggressiveness you play with. It takes you out of rhythm. It changes everything for you.
Xavier Ball. The kick out. Gillis, his second 3 in the first half.
It's over, and you're helping off Mason Gillis like that. That's a 38% career three-point shooter.
And the Boilermakers 5 of 5 from downtown. Meanwhile,
with Caleb Burst missing the front end of a 1-on-1.
No field goals, though, for the last 3 minutes and counting for the Boilermakers. And Zyterius Multi.
14 in their loss at Creighton, but Multi is going to look to get his.
So is Braden Smith, +1 from downtown. 33 minutes, 35 minutes against tough competition.
I mean, he's going to bring it. Right now, Purdue just not doing a great job.
12 guys regularly play for this Tigers program this season. Ball from way downtown.
I guess the flip side. Look at Edie. That's certainly got to go in there when the big fella's got it. But now it's Colvin trying to make a play.
Lawyer had it rejected. Keelan Farouk gets it up to Multi. Throws it in, and Colvin went over.
Accordingly, skip it across the floor.
That was a great rebound by Braden Smith. Not a single player on the floor right now for Texas Southern.
They've gone a little bit cold, but they have still found their way to the charity stripe.
Farouk into the land of the trees and snuck it around. Edie, point game. Here's Henry, the SWAC preseason player of the year. Multi.
Good contest by Edie. He went up and.
Great feed. Great feed by Jones. And so now Purdue at the foul line. Smith with 3. Rolls it in with the left hand around the defense, and that is how. 4 rebounds and 4 assists, and Multi steals it away for Texas Southern and takes it to the cup with a strong two-hand jam. Texas Southern in the first half, Robbie had at least 2 fouls.
We can add them to the graphic because Purdue has just put so many front court foul woes just continue.
Smith thought about it in the Edie and a call jam for the 7. Smith, blow by, rolls it down. 7 has not had the type of night we saw him have against Drake. 27 points, 7 made threes. Lawyer, great pass. There's Trey. No, look who it is. Braden Smith. Scoop to Jones. That's a 3.
Lance Jones continues to be more.
Just the way Smith pushes the pace, but never seems out of control, Robbie.
There it is again. I mean, passing on a good shot to get a great shot there in the pick and roll. And because
they are the only Big Ten team in history to be ranked #1 in the country in 3 consecutive
think about
years.
when you're that good, a lot of the time you're going to put that up against any program nationally, and Purdue is right there.
PJ Henry, that's a 3.
It speaks to the player development. It speaks to Matt Painter recruiting to get players that he thinks he can really win with.
Offensive foul on Heidi.
Chance at being a 2-time National Player of the Year. Which I think if that happens, that puts him as the 2nd best player to ever play here.
Behind, points, 7 rebounds. Edie sends him back.
Oh, Braden Smith is looking to run every time down, and here's another slam.
Texas Southern playing in their 6th consecutive game against a team that made the NCAA tournament last year, all on the road. Foul trouble has been an issue all season long for Purdue opponents. Gillis for 3. Yes, sir.
Another great read, though. Braden Smith, he cut spray out, wide open shot.
Smith 2 rebounds away from the 2nd triple-double in program history. As Multi stop. Credit to Caleb First.
Perseverance right there.
Indiana Mr. Basketball made them both. At one point this minutes and counting for the #1 team in the country. Fresh off that title at Maui.
Plays that nobody else out here can make on this team.
He's had 3 triples in the game. Gillis left it short, rebound.
Been Ethan Morton's role.
At Northwestern.
Yeah.
And the last time they played there, they got court stormed by the Wildcats.
I'm sure Purdue has had that game circled. Northwestern was so. How many games last year could you have said that Purdue broke it open in transition?
Yeah.
I don't know if there was any. That's just such an added dynamic to this team. And he had just given him that lane to the basket. That's going upstairs, though. That was impressive.
Bird fresh into the ball game with a 2-hand.
Through some growing pain, especially end of the season, where I think the freshman wall is a real thing, and I think you're trying to find your way as a freshman, playing more way to ready yourself for it. But now those guys become sophomores, and they have looked the part.
Bird, right place, right time. Is playing against the reigning national player.
Hey, there's only one way to go. No. I mean, you either get broken or you get better, and he's clearly gotten better. And
the Braden Smith tears continue to come down.
Example of, I know this game is well at hand, but you start playing Big Ten games, you just can't lose track of a shooter like that.
Oh my, a win. Uh-oh. Here comes Multi again. This time the line. Oh, wow. Puts it down.
We've got a dunk contest breakout here. And they have been that over the last 3 seasons.
Another big one is Rafael Davis alluded to in that last studio again. And that game is coming up very, very soon. And he will be there.
Yeah, that was as physical of a game as you will see played. Such a physical presence. A guy that anchors what Northwestern wants to do on that end of the floor.
Colvin, a 3, and the freshman knocks it in. Participate in that Northwestern game.
I think it will be as physical as any game that you see. I think the crowd is going to be into it.
Chase Martin off the bounce, puts it in. House, our house. Chants rain down from the student section. And a blocking foul on Barrett. All Kenny
Hunter's fault.
All Boilermakers all night, and Berg will let it run out a season-high 99 points for Purdue Maui Invitational Championship, and they looked the part tonight. Braden Smith led the way with a near triple, 50% from the floor, 52% from three, and 70% from the line. And a big saying good night from West Lafayette. Be sure to stay tuned for the big show coming up next with Rick Pizzo and Rayfeld Davis.